Good evening, everybody. It's evening for me. I don't know if it is for you or whenever you're watching this. So good day, good evening. Welcome back to my channel. I've started a new diamond painting today. I already kitted it up and I got 2 squares done. So I am working on, I told you guys in the recent video I made, I was probably going to kit up a Diamond Art Club or a Dreamer Designs. But quite honestly, I really, after completing the Panda and it being only a 30 by 40 and it going so quick, I wanted to do another 30 by 40 quick project. I just need to get stuff. I just want to get stuff done in a timely fashion. So I figured a 30 by 40 portrait with lots of color blocking would be my best bet for a quick finish. I don't know, I just enjoyed really having a quick finish. I mean, getting a 30 by 40 done in essentially one day was, that was a plus in my book. That felt great. So, I have this Rainbow Lady. I actually bought this canvas for the Rainbow Lady event that Diamond Painting Wip Chat was holding. I don't even know if that's still going on, if people are still doing that. But the canvas I did, I finished a long time ago. And I picked another canvas over this one. But she was sitting in my basement. The drills were sitting on top of her. Let me show you a picture of her. Because this is all has release paper. It's kind of hard to see. Here she is. It's a very close up on her face. And yes, there is tons of color blocking. I want to say 95%, maybe even 98% of the canvas is color blocking. And you know, the fact is, most of the Rainbow Ladies that I have completed, and I have completed 1, 2, 3. I have 3 up on my wall. All 3 of them were color blocking. For some strange reason, a lot of the Rainbow Ladies that I get off at AliExpress are, the majority of the canvas is color blocking, and they go by very, very, very fast. If you are a multi-placer, if you're good at multi-placing and you're quick at doing it, you would be able to get a 30 by 40 like Rainbow Lady portrait done in a matter of days. Okay? If you're a quick worker. If you're just not quick, you're not quick. Some things that take me, you know, a day or 2 to do might take somebody a month to do. So everybody's different. And that's it is what it is. No judgments. But I'm trying to finish this late. I mean, it's already late in the day. I don't even know what time it is. I'm pretty sure I think Super Bowl is on right now, so it's around about that time. So yeah, I just started this around 2:30 in the afternoon. Then I had to stop to take Julio to get food. So I haven't been able to straight just work on this. I really wanted to start working on a canvas from morning till night. But I kind of slept in this morning, and by the time I did breakfast, and just shit happened in the house. So yeah. So I got this done so far. This is the bottom right, and this is the middle. I don't know if I want to say I'm worried about the face. I'm not worried about the face as far as detail is concerned, because the face is, I mean, it's large. I mean, look at it. Another thing that you may notice, you don't really see it in the camera, but it is very noticeable in person. Her face is pink. Her skin is pink. All this is like all this shading are dark and hot pinks. And these are like baby pinks. I'm just going to call her an alien Rainbow Lady woman, because she is, I think her whole entire face is going to be tones of pink. Which I'm not really mad at either because I love pink. I don't know what I'm worried about, quite frankly. But I feel like I'm worrying about something, and I don't know what I'm worrying about. I've done enough portraits to know, and I mean, so far, when I turn off the light box, her lips look really good. Her chin looks really good. Her hair over here is not looking too bad. So just to make myself feel better about the process, instead of going to the next square to the left, which would be the last one in the row, I jumped up to the middle square, which is her nose and eyes. I just feel the need that I need to complete the rest of the face, the main part of the face, just to feel better. She's got her eyes shut, so it's all this black is eyelashes. But I just want to see what her nose is going to look like. I just need to see what the rest of this pink is going to look like on her face. Because I already have a rainbow lady that I did, and she was kind of, I'm going to call her an alien rainbow lady too. Both of my actually rainbow ladies on the wall, they have blue on their face. One has blue all over her face, different tones of blue, and she looks really, really stunning. And then the other one has blue on her forehead going down her nose and her cheeks, mixing in with her blush. Kind of looks like face paint. Looks really, really beautiful too. So I don't want to say I'm necessarily mad about the pink face. A lot of rainbow ladies, I think, have different color faces. I mean, there are no rules as far as what a rainbow lady is supposed to look like. Generally, they all have rainbow colored hair. That's what makes them a rainbow lady. But then I've seen the very few on there that have different color skin tones, blues, pinks, with the rainbow hair. And then some of them have the Caucasian skin tone with the rainbow hair. So there's different types out there. So there is no right and wrong as far as a rainbow lady portrait, in case you were concerned or you were curious if you were looking into buying a rainbow lady portrait for your collection. There is no right and wrong. As long as I'm going to go back to my rule that I always tell you guys about portraits, at least from my point of view. If the face is busted when you do the face, your rest of your canvas, it's just pointless. Stop doing it. Because, I mean, the whole point of a portrait is you're going to look at the beautiful face first. And if the face is ugly and looks busted, what's the point of doing the rest of the canvas, if you get my gist? That is the rule that I hold on to as far as doing portraits. And it has worked so far. If I have any concern about a portrait, I'll just skip a row and go right to the main part of the face where it counts and complete that. And if that looks great after turning off my light pad, if it looks great, then I continue and finish the rest of the canvas. There's just no point in doing the surrounding areas and then getting to the face last. I mean, and there are some canvases that I can just tell from the beginning the face is going to look good, so I just do the squares in order as is, from top to middle, from bottom to middle. But I don't know, you just got to play it by ear. If you start on a part of the canvas that you think is busted, go ahead and just skip and do the face, my friends. Just do the face, because if the face looks good, you're in luck. This one is from AliExpress. This rainbow lady. She is from a seller that I've already previously bought from. These are really big 30 by 40s. Oh, I'm sorry. These are really big 30 by 40s, which means I'm just assuming they're a true 30 by 40 because they're rather large. I mean, I've seen some really tiny 30 by 40s, and obviously they're probably not true to size. So I am working on her by her nose area, the cheek by her nose. Doing number 10. 10 is letter A. It starts letter A. And as you can see, it is a pink color. It is pink. She is like Pepto-Bismol pink, okay? I mean, when I tell you her skin is pink, she looks like she coated her makeup with like her face as foundation with Pepto-Bismol. She is pink. But you know what? As long as the details look good and she doesn't look busted, I'm just going to call her an alien lady with pink skin, a pink alien. And we're going to call it a day. As long as she doesn't look busted, as long as she looks beautiful, I'm not going to have a problem with the pink skin. Because I've seen blue skin tones look really good. The blue skin tones came out beautiful. And I even questioned the blue skin tones when I did those canvases too. I had to question them because I was like, it looks nice in the picture on the website, but I don't know how it's going to look as far as drills are concerned. So yes, this is mostly color blocking. I am using a 3-placer. And I am just multi-placing my heart out. No, I am not rushing. If you think what I am doing right now is rushing, I am not rushing. This is my normal speed, especially when it's large areas of color blocking. I generally work this fast. And like I've explained to you before, I am not a perfect placer, nor do I really put any of my main focus on that. I just lay down the drill quick. If I see too much letter popping out from the side, then I go back and shift over the drill just a tad. But I don't go in with those straightening tools and straighten the drills out and line. No. If you do that, God bless you, because I don't have the patience. That's just taking up a whole extra how many more minutes that I could probably be working on something else. I just feel like there's just not enough time in life, in a day, in a minute, in a week, to do the amount of crafts that I would like to do and get them completed. So I've always, every craft. It's not even just diamond painting, you guys. It's every craft I do. Crochet, decorating. I work quick with all my crafts. Everything. I'm just a speedy person. I don't want to spend months and weeks doing the same friggin' project. I don't want to look at the same thing for long periods of time. And then after a while, if it becomes too long, then what I do is I pick a new project before this project is done. And then I put the whip to a side. And then I don't work on it. I forget all about it. I just push it aside. So, yeah, I just try to, instead of just pushing them to the side and having a buildup of whips, I just try to work pretty speedy and get everything done in a timely fashion. Plus, I'm really anxious and I want to hang them up on the wall. I'm anxious to display my work. So, yeah, I just want to get it up on the wall. I want to see it finished. I'm one of those people, I don't want to say that I don't enjoy the process, but I'm not in it for the process. I want to see the finished product. Some of you are in it for the process because it helps your anxiety, it helps you stay calm, and that's cool. You know, whatever works, you know, because mental health is important. So if that helps your mental health, like the whole process of laying down drills, and if it takes you a month, then whatever. I mean, it's that's how it works for you. But for me, I like to see completions and finishes. And I enjoy the process of picking a spot out on the wall and sealing them and hanging them up. I like that whole process with diamond painting. So that's just me. But on the topic of completions, we've kind of had this discussion before with each other, you guys. I know I've kind of brought this up before, but I don't know if I brought this story up to you. So ever since I started buying Diamond Art Club, I joined the Diamond Art Club VIP group, right? So it helps me keep up with information and see other people's work and their completions, and it's another social media outlet. So there was another person on there who had asked the community a question. And you know what the question was? It was, what does everybody do with their completed Diamond Art Clubs? And I already had a feeling there was going to be a couple people, or at least one person out of the group that was going to say something that was going to, I don't want to say rub me the wrong way, but I was just going to be completely blown away by their answer. So, of course, there was. So, I answered, I hang everything up. Everything gets hung up. I'm going to keep hanging up until I run out of room on the walls. Then I'm going to have to figure out another system from there. But yeah, that was my answer. You know, I just hang everything up. I like to display my artwork. I like to, you know, they're expensive. You know, Diamond Art Club is not cheap. So yes, of course I'm going to display all my completed canvases. I will cover every friggin' wall I have access to. Granted, I'm not going to go cover Grandma's walls in her part of the house, even though I really wish to do so. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I have access. The basement is mine and my bedroom is mine. So I will cover basement walls and I will cover my bedroom walls. I'll even go on the ceiling because some of my ceilings are slanted and I can actually reach them standing up on a chair. I will even cover some of the ceiling. Okay? I will take it there. So there was this girl, getting back to the story, there was this woman on there who answered, I roll them up, I put them back in the box, and after for some time of them sitting in the closet or wherever she's storing the boxes with the completions in it, she decides to throw them in the garbage. What? I was really taken back by that answer. We're going to do number 14, letter E, another pink. It looks kind of red in the camera, but it's like a hot pink. So you mean to tell me, we're going to call her Karen. I call everybody Karen or Linda. Okay, we're going to call her Karen because this is crazy. So you mean to tell me you spend anywhere from, we're going to say $50 and up on a canvas? You complete it. You work on it. You enjoy it. You complete it. You don't display it. You don't put it in a portfolio book. You roll it up. Oh my God. That already just makes me cringe to think that you're rolling up a completed diamond painting and it's not even sealed either. And then you throw it back in the box. Then it goes in your closet or wherever your storage room is and it collects dust. And after you run out of room, because you're hoarding boxes at this point, you throw them in the garbage. You threw something that was really pricey in the garbage, like trash. Like you didn't spend weeks to a month completing it. You just throw it away like that in the trash. I don't know what to say about that. If I don't want to say I think I got to refill this pen with putty. I'm not trying to judge here. I'm not criticizing. I just flat out, I don't understand that. Then why not buy budget? I mean, it's one thing to throw budget friendly in the trash because, I mean, it's not really, it didn't cost a lot. It's chump change. Budget friendlies are chump change. But premium canvases, that's a whole different ballpark. You're just like, let's say you spent like, because some of Diamond Art Clubs are like $74.99. You're spending, you're throwing away $75 in the trash. You're just throwing it's like just taking money out of your wallet and just throwing it in the garbage. Just flush it down the toilet. Just take it out of your wallet and flush the cash down the toilet. Because that's, for me, that's what it feels like you're doing. Oh my God. Can you see I'm on a rant right now? I didn't even know what to think when I saw that answer. Like, maybe she's a millionaire and her money grows on trees and that's okay with her. You know, I just, not criticizing. Maybe it sounds like I'm criticizing, but I'm not. I just, plain and simple, I don't understand that process. I don't understand that thought process. And why would you do that? Why even bother to buy expensive canvases if you're just going to throw them in the trash like that? Me and Karen could not be friends. I couldn't be friends with Karen. I cannot. I cannot. You know, I always thought it was awkward that people just put them in portfolios and just forgot all about them like that. But honestly, if I had my choice in the matter, I'd rather you put it in a portfolio. That way you can go back and look at it again or show it to your guests in your home, or, you know, show off your work. You know, at least they're protected in a portfolio book. She's not even doing that. It's just going in the garbage. It's going to the landfill. That saddens me. That's all I can say. That really saddens me to think that's what people do with it. I don't know. How dare I ask how any of you store your completed diamond paintings? I know maybe some of you are in smaller apartments or whatever, however your living situation is. Maybe you're not equipped with wall space, but then, you know, I guess that's what a portfolio book is for, a folder. You know, that's what I would assume a folder is for. God forbid at the least, I mean, putting it back in the box, but I mean, after a while, boxes just take up so much space. I mean, how can you store so many boxes like that? But anyways, I just wanted to talk about that little experience I had on the Diamond Art Club website. I just really thought that just maybe people who buy, I mean, it just seemed like it from the beginning that people who buy Diamond Art Club, Dreamer Designs, they take a little bit more I mean, they take a lot of pride in those paintings when they're completed, and I'm just shocked that's what somebody would do with it. I mean, for crying out loud, even my budget friendlies get hung up on the wall. I take great pride in my budget friendly completions when they turn out nice. If they turn out like crap, then I don't even finish completing them. They get thrown in the garbage then. And I have thrown some budget friendlies that were turning out like crap in the garbage. But that's because it was pointless to continue on that process because they were looking horrible. And it was just a really horrible experience. Yeah, that's a different story right there. But if nothing's wrong with the canvas, and the canvas turns out really beautiful, I mean, and you had the wall space, why wouldn't you hang it up? I come from a family that, you know, grandparents, mothers, fathers in this family, we display the youngsters' artwork. Anybody's artwork. For crying out loud, a couple years ago, I painted a ceramic dragon. And it was very basic. It was a very basic bitch paint job. Solid colors, no decorations, no nothing on it. But it was basic. And you know what? I gave it to my grandmother. And you know what? Until to this day, years later, my grandmother still has that ceramic dragon displayed in her living room on her TV stand. So you get what I'm talking about? My family, we show pride and we show off kids and grandkids' artwork, people's artwork. And we don't throw stuff away. Like my grandmother has a crochet blanket that her mother, who has passed on, well, years ago, made her a long time ago. And she doesn't keep it on her bed, but she has it very folded up, very neatly packed away in storage. She has kept it all these years. So we treat artwork in this family a lot different than other people do. We care about it more, and we like to show it off because we're proud of the person who has done that artwork, no matter what kind of art or craft it is. Just saying. Did I just miss a color? No, I didn't. I just didn't do it. Yeah, so I mean, I guess that's where my thought process is. We keep each other's artwork in this family. We don't throw things in the garbage. The person worked very hard, no matter if it took them 1 day, 2 days, a week, weeks, months to make it. We keep it. Even if it goes into storage, it's still kept. Nothing is trash for us. Nothing is trash. So just saying that. I guess that's where my thought process is. Everybody's is different. I'm going to do number 18, which is letter I, another pink. This is probably, I think, the dark folds in her nose and above her lip. So Grandpa went back to the hospital today, you guys. After being home for almost 2 weeks. He just got admitted tonight. We had to call the ambulance. He was just a little delirious. He was talking crazy. And he wasn't making any sense. And his blood pressure was very low. And what else? 2 nights ago, we had to call the ambulance at like 2 o'clock in the morning because he was mumbling in his sleep. And when my grandmother went to go wake him up, he wouldn't wake up. He was out cold and just mumbling every so often. So we called the ambulance, and his sugar was very, very low. So they corrected the sugar problem. You know, the EMTs corrected the sugar problem, and he ended up waking up. And then, you know, obviously it was 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, so he went back to sleep eventually. But the sugar has been okay since then. He does have diabetes, you guys. But now his oxygen levels are dropping, and he's not doing good. They took some blood work at the hospital because I just called Grandma an hour ago to check on them both because she's with him. And they think he might have another infection again somewhere in his body. I don't know where. He does have a bed sore on his tush, which is pretty close to when he, how do I say it? Because he's going to the bathroom in the bed on a pee-pee pad. He is too weak to stand up and walk to the bathroom. So he just goes to the bathroom on a pee-pee pad in the bed. And then we have to roll him over, and my grandmother has to clean him with wipes and zinc oxide cream because his skin is really suffering right now. And now he has a bed sore, which we've been treating the bed sore, but it's very close to where he is going to the bathroom, number 2. So sorry that's too much information for you, but I think we're all adults here. So yeah, so I don't know if maybe the bed sore got contaminated by accident somehow. I don't know. I don't know what's infected. He does have a large gaping open wound on his leg, which I did tell you guys about. I'm doing number 1, which is number 1. It's a lavender color. Because the skin had turned black due to lack of circulation. And they had to remove a huge chunk of skin and muscle. And it's pretty much down to the bone. So he has a wound vacuum on his leg, taking out fluid every day around the clock. So I don't know, maybe that got infected. I don't know. He's been going to wound care 2 days a week. I mean, I would think if it was infected, wound care nurses and doctors would notice that. So I don't know what he could have an infection with now. And we've been trying to get him to get off the antibiotics because dialysis people were still giving him antibiotics. And I think the antibiotics is making his number 2 not so good. And he is constantly going to the back every 15 minutes to 20 minutes to half an hour. I'm going downstairs to help Grandma clean him. He is going to the bathroom constantly. It's like uncontrollable at this point. It's a fucking nightmare. Sorry to use my language like that, but it's a nightmare. I don't want to sound like I'm not caring, but I'm a grandchild. I really don't feel like I should see my grandparent in this way. And experiencing all this. I mean, that's what you have aides to come to the house and nurses to come to the house for. And on top of it, my grandmother is 77 with bad knees. I don't think she should be rolling over and cleaning a 215-pound, 6-foot man. I mean, we do it together, and sometimes Julio, my fiance, helps when he's home. So sometimes it's 2 or 3 of us having to roll him over and hold him. But I just don't feel like we should be doing this. We're not equipped for this. Number 3, like a magenta. Told you, pinks, pinks, pinks. She's an alien. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be this bad when she said she was bringing him home. And, you know, I hate to tell you, the whole time I was, with COVID, you guys, not once did she let me, you're supposed to get your rest with COVID and sleep and take your over-the-counter meds and not be at work and stuff. My grandmother was calling me down every 10 minutes. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down when I had COVID. I had no rest when I had COVID to try to get better sooner. she was running me ragged. I mean, I don't want to complain about my little meatball like that, but she was driving me nuts. And I'm wondering this whole time, like, where are the aids that we were supposed to be getting and stuff? Like, where's the help we were supposed to be getting? Because this is just wrong. I'm trying to be a good person. The only reason why I'm helping is because I don't want my grandmother doing it by herself. She's too, I don't want to say she's old, but she's 77. She's up there in age, and she shouldn't be rolling a heavy man like that around, and she shouldn't be doing all that. It's not right. So, and I've discussed with her, she thinks that she brought him home from the hospital too soon. And I really think that's a fact. He came home too soon. He should have still been in the hospital, where around the clock nurses could help. He's not equipped. He's not ready to come home. I don't think this situation is really good. So, I don't know. That's the crap I've been going through constantly since he came home and since I had COVID. I am better with the COVID now, in case you guys are wondering. I haven't retested, but I'm not sick anymore. I still get a little fatigued from time to time, so I take some breaks here and there. But I feel better, I'm not congested. I don't have the nausea and the stomach aches anymore. I'm not coughing anymore. I'm not sneezing anymore. I don't have chills and body aches. So I'm overall better. So yeah, thank you guys for people who wish me well. It was really, really kind. I have, this whole time that COVID has been out, all these years, I have never had COVID. Number 9, like a orangey red, I think. Yeah, I have never had COVID. Even when it first came out, my whole family got it, and I was living with family members. My whole entire family got it. It wiped out my whole family, and me and Julio still didn't get it then. Years later, we still haven't gotten it. And then I finally caught it from somebody. I don't know who, but somebody gave it to me. Where would I get COVID when nobody around me is sick? That's what I was wondering. But it was god awful. I really wouldn't wish COVID on my worst enemy. It was a very unpleasant experience, and it was even more unpleasant since I couldn't rest and relax in my bed like I needed to. I missed one of the numbers. Yeah, if you have COVID, take off of work and stay the hell home and just stay in your bed, because being up and down and around town doesn't help the situation. Yeah, my mom got over COVID, but she's immune compromised, so she's still, she had COVID before me a couple weeks ago, and she's still trying to get over it. She really took a hard hit, so really sucks. I think I'm going to do letter D, number 13. It is 939, so that dark navy blue, I'm assuming, yeah. I think this is going to be her eyelashes. Her very thick, fluffy eyelashes. I don't think there's any definition with these eyelashes in here. They're just a black blob, but I guess when you step away from the canvas, it's going to look good. Where are the D's? Oh, not that many in the eye, just a couple in the eyelashes. I think letter Z, number 2, is her eyelashes, and that is 310, so pure black. So on TV, is anybody watching anything good on TV? I am. I am on Amazon Prime, on one of my apps on Amazon Prime. Sorry again, guys. Now my mother called me. Maybe it's just not a good night to make a video. I thought by Julio going in the basement and entertaining a guest for Super Bowl, I'd have the room to myself and it'd be nice and quiet, but just family members keep calling me. So there's that. So in the process, I finished this square that we were working on. I don't know what I think about it. The highlights are a little off. That's all I know. It may be as just a simple fix as when I complete her face. If the colors in her face aren't anywhere else on the canvas, maybe I go back and pluck these light pink squares off and just make them this dark pink that's on the rest of her skin. Can do that. Do I really want to go back and do all that work? I really, really friggin' don't. So I'm just going to continue on. I moved over to the bottom square over here, down here. I'm just going to keep you for, I don't even know how long this recording is for. I've stopped the video recording so many times. Anyways, but I was talking about what I'm watching on TV. So I'm watching this show. It's called Life After People, and it shows how the planet Earth and everything on it is affected after people are long and gone and do not exist on planet Earth anymore. That's the show in a nutshell. The episode I am currently watching talks about a couple different things, mainly what happens to grocery markets and restaurants after people are gone. And let me tell you, not even 10 days, food rots, spoils, and bugs start to come and rodents start to come. And the grocery store starts to stink because everything's decaying because electricity isn't running to keep the food cold. So it's very interesting, and they show you a progression of everything happening. Oh, I gotta load my pen. And then they also showed you about what would happen to a seeing eye dog. This was really sad. A seeing eye dog after his owner has come and gone. Let's just say his people just disappeared from the face of the earth and left their animals and all that shit behind. So the seeing eye dog is sitting, they show him sitting in the house, no owner. He's looking for his owner. He's barking. He's scratching at doors. He's searching for his owner. It is the saddest thing because they are trained to keep an eye on their owner who is blind, deaf, or has mental illness. They are trained to keep an eye on their owner at all times. So with the owner being gone, the pet starts going back to his training and he's searching the house for his owner. He is scratching at closets and doors. He is barking. He is looking. It is the saddest thing I have ever seen in my life. And they are trained not to beg for food and go through cabinets looking for food and snacks. So it takes a couple days and the dog starts to get very, very hungry. And then he gives up his training and then he starts to ravage the kitchen. He looks for open food. He goes in the cabinets and it's just really sad. And they show him with the seeing eye dog harness still attached to him because obviously no one's there to take it off. It is the saddest thing I've ever seen. And eventually after a week and there's no more food in the house for him, he remembers the grocery store and he remembers there's people at the grocery store. So he escapes the house and he walks all the way to the nearest grocery store that he remembers, and he's searching around for people and food. It is the saddest thing I have ever seen. Oh my God, I felt so bad. I mean, it didn't happen, but I felt so bad for that animal because, his main purpose in life is his owner who is unwell. And he's worried about his owner. It was the same thing with the dogs that belong to the Marines. The Marines that train their German Shepherds on the base. The dogs start appointing an alpha male and they look for food and they stick to their training. And the dogs that are trained by the Marines did, pretty well. after a while. I really wasn't too worried about those dogs. They were really well trained. But the seeing eye dog, I felt so bad for him. Oh my God, you guys. It makes me, shows like this, don't ask me why I watch them, because I have tons of anxiety. I am diagnosed with anxiety, and I have a tendency to have catastrophic thinking, and I think of the worst possible situations, and then it's like I make myself anxious. And I do this constantly. It's something I've been getting a lot of therapy for over the past couple years. I've never had this before. It just came on as soon as I got sober. All the mental health issues came flooding in. It was just pretty horrible. And I've been dealing with a lot of therapy and stuff over the years to try to correct these issues, but it's been really super, super difficult. But yeah, so my therapist tells me to lay off shows like that because of the way I think and the way I get anxious. She even tells me that she really doesn't want me watching crime documentaries and investigation discovery and stuff like that. But I still watch it because I like those shows. I love criminal shows. But she tells me, she goes, don't come to me when you can't sleep at night and you're overly anxious and this and that, because you're doing it to yourself at this point. I try to lay off. I try to watch other things, but I'm like a history buff and a science nerd, and I love everything dinosaurs and space. Even the thought, like, I love everything about like knowledge on the planets and outer space, but the thought to me of going in outer space, I could just sit down and have a heart attack, as anxious as I get thinking about if I was put in a rocket ship and shot into outer space. I could just die. I couldn't deal with it. This is what I'm talking about, you guys. I love the outer space and planets topic, but the thought of going into outer space, if someone told me that I had to leave planet Earth and live on another planet, I would probably die of a panic attack. Literally. I would just roll over and die. My heart would give out. Because I'm terrified of going in airplanes. Okay. I can't fathom being in a plane half the time, let alone being in a rocket ship shot into outer space. That's just terrifying to me. And, God forbid you take off your space gear, like the vacuum of outer space would just kill you in an instant. Oh, that's so scary. See, this is the crap I think of in my free time when I'm alone, in my lonesome, when I'm by myself. This is what I think of. When I sit here and diamond paint, okay, or I'm crocheting and I'm watching YouTube and I'm watching TV, I'm also catastrophic thinking on top of it. I'm worrying myself sick for no apparent reason. It's tough. Don't ask me where I got that mental illness from. I have no clue. So I'm doing the shading. This is the side of her cheek and her jawbone and some of her neck, which is shaded really, really dark, but it goes from like light hot pinks to dark. So that's what I'm working on right now. So yeah. Oh, but speaking of shows, I just finished a series on Netflix. Whoops. I just finished a new series on Netflix. I forgot what it was called, but it's a new dinosaur series. It's about how the beginning of Earth started, how the beginning of dinosaurs and all mammals and sea creatures, I call them sea creatures, sea life, plant life, how it all got started on Earth millions and millions of years ago. And it takes you through the timeline and all the eras, all the dinosaur eras that came and went extinct, and all the natural disasters that happened that made them go extinct and how they came back to life. It was very, and it shows you the different creatures. It was the most interesting, I guess you can call it a documentary. It was really, really good. It was in different episodes. It was really, really good. I would consider watching it over again. I really liked it. And they had some really cute dinosaurs. There were some really cute ones in there that I didn't even know existed. So it was very informative. I really enjoyed it. I really wish my stepson would sit there and watch shit like that, but he wants to watch like Coco Melon, like sing-along songs and stuff all day. And he watches the weirdest stuff on YouTube, kids' YouTube. I don't even know what he's watching. It's like grown-ass adults making kids stuff. It's really kind of creepy if you think about it, but that's what gets him to sit down and stop talking. But I wish he would watch the educational stuff with me. But he is not interested in anything I am watching, unfortunately. So you guys, I don't know what else to say. Tomorrow is crossing guard. Not looking forward to getting up in the morning. These weekends off go by too quick. Especially been busy up and down the stairs helping Grandpa. At least I get a little bit of a break now that he's going to be in the hospital probably for at least 5 days, recouping from COVID. So I get a little bit of a break from Poop Patrol. And that's what I'm going to call it. We're going to call it Poop Patrol because that's exactly what it is. I miss doing a whip and chat with you guys. I haven't done a whip and chat in a minute. It's because I was working on a canvas I really friggin' hated. So I didn't want to talk at the same time and working on it. Yes, but the panda canvas that I showed you guys on my video that I uploaded is sealed and it looks great. I trimmed the excess canvas off and put the washi tape on. He looks great. It looks really, really cute. So I can't wait till Julio gifts it to her, Miss Pat. I think she's really going to love it. I hope I'm going to love this canvas because it's very questionable at this point, but I've made the decision that I'm gonna complete the canvas. I feel like I'm knees deep in it. I know it's so soon. I'm only a couple squares in and I could just fall out and just quit while I'm ahead, but something tells me to complete this canvas. I'm gonna complete it. It's all color blocking anyway, which actually in this case, you know, I've seen some times where color blocking looks really, really great on the canvas. It just works really, really well. And then there are times like this where color blocking, too much color blocking may be a downfall for this canvas. So I'm sorry to say it. I'll admit it. As much as I love color blocking an entire canvas doesn't always work to the best of its ability. It doesn't always give you the effect that you want. And I've had to learn the hard way that sometimes my female portraits look a lot better when there's confetti in the face. I don't want to admit that because I don't like confetti. I despise it greatly. But some of my best work, some of my best canvases that I've done, it's all confetti in the face. It's nothing but confetti in the entire face. And you know what? Those canvases look spectacular. But then, you know, at the same time, I've done very few, but I've done them. Some canvases that the face is entirely color blocked and it looks great. It comes out really spectacular to see. And it's very shocking to see because You would never think that an entirely color block face would look great, but I've seen it come out really good. So, I mean, that's why when I see an entirely color blocked canvas, I hold high hopes for it because I've seen them turn out really, really well. This is the next color, like a purpley, pinkish, more purple. I don't know. It's hard to tell. All these colors are starting to look the same. Oh, I got a new tray, you guys. Oh, here it is. It's a 3D printed tray. Comes with a stopper. It's a good tray. I feel like these ridges are a little too high, especially with my multi-placer. They're a little too high for me, but I still like this tray because it's big and it's long. It's very sturdy. It's supposed to be purple glitter, but I don't see any glitter in it. It's just dark purple. And the only downfall to this being this color and this dark is when I'm working with 310 or 939 or dark purples and I don't have any overhead lighting, it's very hard to see the drills in the tray. So I kind of gave it a break for a little while and I went back to my big white boat. So yeah, that's that. But I got it from Etsy. It's not a bad tray. It did take forever to come to my house, though, which I didn't like. I hate when shipping takes forever. Oh, and then what else I got in the mail today? I don't know if I'm going to be making a video on it or how I'm going to handle this. I'm not going to call it a situation. I'm just going to handle it. I had some credits from Temu. From returning some stuff. Well, I didn't have to return it. They just let me keep it. They just refunded me. I'm watching my ferret crawl out of the laundry basket. It's amazing why she wants to be playing around in dirty laundry. It's gross. My animals don't make any sense to me. Anyways, so I had some credits with Temu. And so I saw that they had knitting machines for not a bad price. And the brand that I really wanted. They were going for like $50 on Amazon. And they had it, I think, for like $35 on Temu. So not too bad of a price. I'm really, really shocked. So I used my $20 worth of credit and I got myself a knitting machine. So I haven't opened it out of the box yet. I'm still watching tutorials on how to use it, but I'm going to have to watch a tutorial while I'm using it. So I do it correctly. There's some things I need to still figure out, but I see tons of crochet YouTubers using this knitting machine, and I'm like, I gotta get in on this. This looks so much fun. So I'm gonna try a knitting machine out. I've already tried the loom, and I like working with the loom. It's fun and it's fairly easy. So if you want to learn crochet or knitting and you're having a hard time learning it, but you want to make like a hat, for instance, or a scarf, try looms. You can find them on Amazon. I love the hat loom, the circular loom. It's so much, and it's so stinking easy. I learned how to loom in one day, not even a half a day, a couple minutes out of my day. I learned how to loom knit a hat. It was great. I'm in the process of making another one right now in a black and white color. It's really fun. It just takes some getting used to holding the loom. But once you get used to how you want to hold everything, it's pretty simple. And there's some good tutorials out there on YouTube that teach you how to loom knit. I don't know. I've just been trying to pick up new crafts or new things to do that are simple. I don't want to pick any technical things out because diamond painting and crocheting take up enough brain space for me. And I don't want to learn anything else too difficult. That takes a long time to learn. I just want to learn simple things. I tried to learn how to needle felt. That was a bust. That was a bust from the beginning. I watched needle felting videos, and the lady that I was watching, I think it was called Felts by Philippa. She does such beautiful work on YouTube. She does such gorgeous work with needle felting, and she makes it look so simple. And then when I try to make like a basic dog, like a little round dog, I couldn't even make the round ball to make the dog's body right. And I had bought so many kits anticipating that I was going to pick it up so easy, like every other craft that I pick up. Normally crafts, arts and crafts, I pick up very easily and I get the hang of them pretty quick. There's very few things that I can't figure out how to do. But I have to say needle felting is just one of those things. It takes a special type of person, a gifted type of person. I'm telling you, if you needle felt and you're good at it, you are a gifted person, because I've seen some beautiful work done with needle felting, and I can't for the life of me figure it out. I can't. And it takes a lot of patience too. Something I don't have. Which is why I crochet and I diamond paint so fast, because I have zero patience. I just want to get stuff done. Okay, what are we? This is just a bunch of confetti. Yikes. Well, I guess this might be a good thing. It might make it blend more. Oh my God. The one place where they have confetti in the neck, who cares? It should be in the face. In this, for instance. They should have done a little bit of confetti in this face. I don't know why either, because her face is so large in this canvas. You technically really wouldn't have to, but if it was rendered correctly, there you go. That's the proper way of saying it. If it was rendered a little bit better, you could have gotten away with color blocking the entire thing if it was rendered a little bit better. And better color choices. Like they're using lavender and dark purple for the bags under her eyes, and I don't know. They should have went with another tone of pink. She looks really baggy. I don't know. I'm going to finish this though. Gonna finish this. And I'm going to work on this for most of the night until I go to bed. We're going to see how many squares I can get done tonight. And then I'm probably going to just try to... I only have one job to do tomorrow. I only have crossing guard tomorrow on Monday. So that will leave me some of the afternoon and midday to work on her. So I should be able to get this done probably maybe tomorrow. I'm shooting for tomorrow. I already have diamonds on my thing. God, I feel so exhausted after having COVID and caretaking and heavy old man. Just been a very exhausting like 2 weeks. And I don't want to say I'm glad he's back in the hospital, but maybe that's where he needs to be right now, where he can be better looked after. Because I'm not equipped for this shit. Excuse my language. I'm just not equipped to being a caretaker. That's also caretaking, being an aide, being a nurse. Give you credit if that's what your profession is. I give you a lot of credit. You put up with a lot of crap. Poo-poo duty, I just don't know how you ladies and gentlemen do it out there, because I've only been doing it for a little under 2 weeks, and I'm just about spent. I'm over it, and I want to give the job back. I'm done. I am kind of sick of giving up my free time, the little bit of free time I have to caretake. It's just not, it's not a job for me. I don't want to sound like an asshole about it because I'm starting to sound like an asshole and I'm really sorry. And excuse my language again. I curse a lot. I'm sorry. That's what we do. But yeah, I want to give the job back. I don't like it. You know, anybody should be doing this job. It should be his kids. You know, where are his kids? It's your kids that are supposed to take care of you. I'm traumatized as a grandchild right now. I should not be seeing certain body parts. And I'm traumatized. And Julio asked me, oh, you want to go out today or something? I'm spent. I don't want to do anything. I just want to stay in my room and work on a diamond painting or crochet and watch some TV shows. I don't want to go anywhere near the living room. I'm just over it. Okay, I'm going to do, well, we don't have that much to do. We just have the letter D, number 9, 8, and S. But we're going to see where the time hits us after the letter D. Number 13. I really wanted some ice cream today. I have it in the freezer. It's not like I don't have any in the freezer, but I wanted I have an ice cream parlor across the street, literally across the road from me. I can walk there. And I really wanted one of their sundaes. I just didn't feel like going out in the cold to get it. I'm just being super lazy. I just don't want to do anything. I had a sub today from Quick Check. I don't know if everybody has a Quick Check where they live, but it was really good. Except today I made the decision. I try to make a healthier choice and get wheat bread. A wheat sub bowl. And I didn't like it. Being healthy sucks. I just wanted the white bread. Well, the white bread tastes so much better. The wheat bread is just so grainy. It's so gritty. That's the word. It's gritty. So. Oh my goodness. Oops. Overshot that one. So I've been trying to go through and watch some of you guys' videos. I'm trying to play catch up. The problem is I don't always get your notifications because I shut off the notification bell, like, period, on my YouTube, because it was just between people I know and people I don't know, but everybody that I'm watching. I'm getting so many notifications throughout the entire day. My phone is constantly beeping with notifications of new videos. You guys are really banging out the videos. And then the people that I don't talk to, but I watch their videos, they're also making a lot of videos. And I can't stand listening to the beeping on my phone anymore. So I had to shut off the notifications on my phone because I just couldn't deal with it anymore. So now that I'm not getting told that people are having new videos, I have to go in search of, I have to remember everybody's channel and go look to see if they have new videos up. So sorry about that, you guys. It's just too many notifications. I can't take all that beeping on my phone. And I can't put my phone on silent because I always have my grandmother calling me or my mom to check in. So I can't keep my phone on silent like I wish to. There's just too much. Everybody's calling me and stuff. Just a little peace and quiet would be so nice. My grandma's been waking me up all hours of the night. It's just not good. So what color? This is the 939 we're doing. 939 looks so much like black. The one thing they do that I despise is when they put 939 literally next to 310. That choice in rendering makes no sense to me. You might as well just make it all 310. Because there's really not much of a difference. It looks like black on black. And they did it on the canvas that I was doing. They confettied the 939 and the 310 together. And I stopped doing the canvas because I was hating it so much because it made no sense. It was dark on dark. It made no sense. I still haven't finished that canvas. That pumpkin spice canvas I was doing for the Halloween event. Yes, tons of events that I did not finish. There's a bunch that I did finish for events, and then I don't know, it was like a bad batch of canvases. I had just had a bunch of canvases that I did for events, and I just never finished them. They're just sitting in a whip pile in the basement. I've done nothing to complete them. I don't know. I just lose interest very quick. That's why you don't see me working on diamond paintings for long periods of time, because I lose interest in the subject matter very, very quickly. If it's not keeping me entertained, then I'm not going to want to do it. I give some of you credit. Some of you that just spend months working on the same painting. I don't know how you have the patience for that BS. I don't. One painting of mine, my first square that I did, you guys know the story, the Candy Girl. She took me about a good 3 to 4 weeks to complete. I was so angry with that whole process, and I was so angry with that diamond painting the time I got finished with it. You're damn right it's still hanging up too. It's hanging up. I am displaying that piece of art, but I get angry when I look at it sometimes because it was just such a trying process. It was awful. It was an awful little process. The popping drills, everything was just god-awful about it. Got lost here. Got lost in the sauce. Now they're confettiing in the dark. It just, they could have used a darker pink. Like, how do you go from shading somebody in with a dark pink and then straight to like 939? I don't know, my friends. This is crazy. I'm going silent. This is the friggin' confetti part that I hate when they do this. That's another thing. Some of you single place the entire canvas. I don't know how you do it. I don't know. How do you do it? How do you have the patience to literally just single place an entire canvas, no matter what the size is, even a 30 by 30? I couldn't. If there was no multi-placing, I would just throw it in the garbage. I can't fathom multi-placing. Then there's some of you that single place with tweezers. That's another one. I don't get it. I don't see the awe of diamond placing with tweezers. To tweezer place because it makes things look neater. I don't see, maybe that's where it won't work for me, because I'm a sloppy placer and I don't care about being directly on the mark. I don't care if it's a little off, the diamond is a little off center. I don't, if it's completely lopsided and I'm seeing nothing but letter or number underneath, then yeah, then I go back and fix it. But a little off center, you seeing a little bit of guide circle, I can care the hell less. Who's coming over your house and standing that close to your painting where they're going to say, oh, your guide circles are showing? First of all, you shouldn't be looking at a diamond painting that close at all. You should be stepped way back from the wall. Ugh. Almost done with this section. I'm gonna cry. I finished this section pretty quick, wouldn't you say? I mean, this video has been going on forever because I just keep pausing and stopping it because people keep calling me tonight. And see, my phone doesn't ring when I'm recording a video. It just goes off, but oh. It just tells me I have a missed call. So then everybody starts calling Julio, and then Julio gets upset. He has to come up from the basement and tell me I'm getting phone calls. D. These are C's, but I'm going to just make them D's. See, I don't follow the rules. I don't feel like taking C out again. So what if I make a couple extra into a different letter? I do that quite often. If I don't want to take out a color again and there's only one and it's close to the color that I'm working with currently, then I just make it the other color. I really don't care. It's not going to be that noticeable. Someone's going to tell you, oh, that drill's the wrong color. No one's going to tell you that. See what I'm saying? I just don't care. I'm watching my ferret across the room. She's standing there like she's trying to make up her mind on what crap she's going to get into next. It's going to make me get up from this chair. Woo, we're almost done. I completed a whole section with you guys. I'm sorry this was super long, but if you stuck in for the video, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Number 8, number 5, 8S. Number 5, number 8, S is 27, number 27. See if we can just take it out of the, yep. I'm happy with my progress tonight. I got, considering I started at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I've been interrupted how many times. I think I've made pretty good progress. I'm debating. I've been using the same putty on the last couple canvases, and it came from my favorite putty spot on Etsy. And I just don't know how I'm liking this batch. I don't know if they switched something up in the formula. I'm having to reload several times in the square. I don't know if I like it. Okay, we are done with this section, and I'm going to end this here. Finally, I'm just going to end it and just stop the headache. So this is what we have so far. I'm going to turn off the light, and we're going to be really scared of this because this section is pretty busted. I am saying it. I don't need you to tell me. I already know it's busted, and I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do with it, or if I'm just going to leave it alone. Sometimes I just leave stuff alone. From far away doesn't look horrendous. From really far away doesn't look that bad. I think I'm just going to leave it. She's going to hang up on a wall anyway, and I'm going to be looking at her from a distance. I think I'm just going to leave it. Let me stand up and look through the viewfinder. Yeah. Up close, it's pretty effing busted. This, all this is not too bad. This is a highlight on her nose. But this, and I see it starting on her cheek. But from far away, it's not horrendous. This could have been rendered a little bit better. See, I love color blocking, but I don't like when it does this. One color, one color, one color. You're going to have to look at her from really far away. We're going to take a good look at her when she's hanging up on the wall. And then we're going to judge it from there, my friends. We're not going to judge her as is now. We're going to judge her from the wall, because that will be the true test. I'm going to switch her around because I'm going to work on this square on her face still. So anyways, if you're enjoying my content, if you like these whipping chats, my completions, my hauls, like, comment, subscribe if you are not subscribed at this point in time. It would be greatly appreciated. Help my little channel out. And if you're returning, thank you for returning and your continued support with my channel. So without further ado, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. And I'll catch you maybe in the completion, but in another video. Bye, guys.